There's nothing wrong with sitting at his feet while time moves along with its errands and its needs. What could I lose if not for my own gain? We all must choose when he calls our name. Some will trust in chariots, some trust the horse, but as for me, I'm trusting in the Lord. Some will follow any voice, whatever strikes a chord.
Again, I was drinking that whole can, and they're like they're soaked in like oils.
Yes, for me, I will trust the Lord.
Praise the Lord, everybody, and welcome back to another vlog. First off, I hope y'all are having a great day on the day that you watch this. And even if everything is not going great, I pray that you are making the best out of your day and that you are thinking on the things that are good. So no matter what is going on around you, no matter what is not right, I challenge y'all to think upon the things that are good, not just today, but for the week that is coming up and every day. I say that because earlier I went down the rabbit hole and I was just thinking about some things that I had not yet accomplished, the goals that I had set that I hadn't met. And those small thoughts, me lingering on them too long, almost shifted my whole mood. I had to reset my mind to say that my kids are happy and healthy. Trev is happy and healthy. You know, all these other goals and natural desires, natural ambitions, those things are good to keep us motivated. But the lack of accomplishing them should not make us devalue the things that are good in our life, the things that God has done, the promises He has kept. And as somebody that's very ambitious, that can be a gift and a curse for me, because yet while it pushes me to want to achieve things and to want to be successful and try different endeavors, when the access to those things is limited and it's like I can't obtain it, it almost tempts me to feel like a failure, or feel like I wasn't going hard enough for it. So yeah, I decided to cast those thoughts down and truly think upon the things that were good and things that had nothing to do with those ambitions, but to always remember and keep on the forefront of my mind what is important, and that's my children, my family, my health, our health. In this crazy economy, God is providing for us to have a roof over our head and we don't go lacking a meal. Just remembering the small, well, I say small, but those are huge things when you don't have them, but those are easily things that we can take for granted, and I just had to shake myself. So that's your nugget. Welcome to the vlog. Today, I do not have a whole lot going on. I was going to go to a coffee shop this morning, but I decided to just stay home, clean up, relax, just kind of settle myself, not always being on the go. Just because it's my off day doesn't mean I have to be out of the house. While it is good to get out of the house at times, it is also good to stay home, sit in silence, and spend time with God, just kind of quiet the world. If y'all see in the last vlog, we have been in the season of getting rid of all the extra stuff. A few times a year, I take away the hair, and I don't wear the lashes, I don't wear the nails, I'm not getting my feet done, and it's not to neglect myself, but it's to focus in on simplifying my life, and never getting so comfortable with all this extra stuff that I forget to love myself at the core of who I am. And I encourage y'all to do the same thing. If you haven't seen, that was another vlog I talked about my looks being an idol. And once I gave my life to God and He showed me that, I began to practice these cleansings every year, because it can subconsciously become an idol and you don't even know it. So if you can't go without the weave, or you can't go without the nails, or you can't go without the lashes, then that is something I encourage you to take into prayer and ask God, is it an idol for you? Is it something that you are worshiping? Worship doesn't mean you got down on the floor and you just started bowing and praising this thing. No, worship is to have a deep adoration for something, or something to hold it extremely valuable, and nothing should be more valuable than, of course, our walk with God, our relationship with God. But if you almost feel like you can't, in a sense, live without it, or be without it, or go outside without it, it may be bondage for you. As children, women, men of God, we should be bound to nothing. I said all that to say I'm in the simplified season of my life right now. I wanted to spend today in quietness, cleaning up. I'm going to organize my closet. Well, clean up my closet and get it straight because it's been a mess, girl. And then later I'm going to one of my friend's birthday dinner. And that's it. I don't have anything planned for the weekend. So we're going to be hanging out at this house, getting it clean, and going from there. And I sound like this because I was so sick this previous week for like 4 days. Like, I ended up missing work. I was negative for flu and COVID, but oh my God, something got a hold of me and it wouldn't let me loose. I'm gonna hop back on once I get a little bit closer to finishing the closet.
Jesus, take me to a place where I can fall in love with you a little deeper. Jesus, take me to a place where I can fall in love with you a little deeper.
Okay, y'all, so it's been a little while later. I have cleaned most of the house, didn't finish it all, but I have my sister's birthday dinner tonight. My sister Kaya. I'm trying to get this hair together. But yeah, and something happened to my eye. Something bit me. That's terrible. All right. This is as good as it's going to get. TikTok persuaded me again, but this is really the best deodorant that I've ever had, that I've ever used. And I don't even say that about a lot of things. It's hard for me to say that something is the best I ever had, but girl, this is the best deodorant I ever had. Disclaimer, I'm not a very sweaty person. When I do sweat, I'll sweat in my scalp, but I'm not easy to start sweating like from regular day-to-day stuff unless I'm doing something super physical. So if you're a really sweaty person, I don't know how this is gonna work, but this is a really good deodorant that I got off the TikTok. Why my stuff don't focus? That's the issue about everything. There we go. So this is what I got, y'all. Yeah, this is a really good deodorant. I know, I'm risking it all putting this on. Right. Didn't touch it. And I have to leave in the next few minutes so I can make it on time. All right. One other thing. Do not sleep on Zara's smell goods. I don't know what Zara has going on. Should I keep them both? No, I feel like a lot is happening. So let's take off the big one. Yeah, that's much better. So, yeah, I don't know what they have going on at Zara, but the smell goods smell great. The only thing that I can say is it definitely is not as potent throughout the day. You'll get a good 3 or 4 hours out of it before I find you don't really smell it. But I put this, I don't even know what this one is. It just says fruity. I bought this a few years ago and it still lasts. I just put it on as a base and then that smells amazing. If you were considering buying this off the TikTok shop, I'm gonna use it as a room fragrance or a room spray. I did not like the way this smelled on me. I'm not a big cinnamon person and I feel like this has hints of cinnamon. I don't like cinnamon, not on my body. But it's really good for the house. So I typically mix all kind of stuff, to be honest with y'all. So I'm gonna put this one on. This is one of my favorites. And then just a hint. And when I say a hint, I mean a hint. We gotta let the bottle last, baby. We gotta let the bottle last, baby. All right, that's good. Let me put this one here. All right, my girls. I'm about to head to Kaya's. I may vlog a little bit because she is a vlogger. My friends that vlog are those that are in the content creating space. I typically will vlog a little at events or when I'm around, when I'm hanging out with them, but for my friends or family who are not in that space, I never want anybody to feel weird about it. Although they watch and they support, they're excited, that doesn't mean that they want to sign up to be a vlogger and be in the actual content. So I already brushed my teeth, but I always do this before I leave my little not too much now, not too much. This is Chestnut Lip Liner by MAC. Y'all can't see that. Chestnut Lip Liner by MAC. And this is, girl, be right back. Yeah, I'm gonna wear this one. I got this from Ross, the Ross store. And I think I paid like $40 for it, but it is so beautiful. Look at the details on it. It's beaded. $40. That's crazy work. Oh, it kind of matches my glasses, girl. So things going in my bag. You know how the girls do the in my bag. My hand sanitizer, touch-up bag. It already has residue on it, so if I put it in my touch-up bag, I don't have to bring all kind of stuff, because one thing about it, two things for sure, I ain't gonna be playing around putting on makeup all night. No, whatever's on my face that this here didn't sustain, hold down, and seal, girl, I ain't worried about that. I try to clean up after myself, so when I come home, I don't come home to a dirty house, like a dirty bathroom. I try. I don't always achieve that, but if I can, baby, because I hate coming home to a dirty house. So let me put these things up. Let me put this up. I don't need this. Let me put this there. All right, y'all. Let me see if I can get if I can show y'all quickly. I better put some lotion on my heels because you did not do that and you are not gonna leave out of here like that. Hold on. All right, I don't know if y'all gonna get it because my camera gonna die, but I'm gonna try. Hurry up, girl. All right, boom. I hope it ain't too dark before it dies. These are my shoes, y'all. I got the same little pants that I wore when I was in New York. And then I have this, so I kept it real simple. Love y'all. I will try to catch up with y'all in the car if I have another battery, but if not, tomorrow. Just finished up one vlog, last week's vlog. My original plan was to post it Sunday, but I'm gonna have to post it tomorrow because I have to finish some last minute edits to it. I just came back in, y'all. They're outside working on the trailer. We're making like really, really good progress. I think that it's gonna be ready in less than a month if we can get the guy that's gonna paint it. If everything is a go, we're gonna let him paint it. The plumbing will go in hopefully this week, but the plumber's outside to give us an estimate. The electrician, he's already done his job, but they came to do some finishing touches. They're gonna add a light switch in the trailer. Yeah, I'm so I'm so excited, like it's happening. God told me when we were spiritually prepared that he was gonna let it come to fruition. I knew that last trial, that last test on my job, I felt something break off me that I have not or had not felt before, and it just felt different. And I wasn't even thinking about the trailer, but I just knew. The analogy that came to me, and y'all, I probably mentioned this before, is when a woman is pregnant, the woman is carrying this baby. She may have some aches and some pains, but her true pain, her real pain, does not come until she gets ready to give birth to that baby. I think about that spiritually. When we are carrying something, God is getting ready to birth something new in us. You may have some aches and pains along the way on your trials. You know, you may have some aches and pains here, but there's going to come a time that you're going to need to be delivered and to let that newness come forth. And what does that look like? You start feeling like the pressure, like the weight of the world is on your shoulder. You start being very intentional and in tune, and you can see where you're falling short. One thing I want to admonish y'all is this. Let me hang this up. One thing that I want to admonish y'all about is this. when that ugliness and those impurities start coming to the surface, and the Lord is showing you what's in you in areas where you need to work, make sure you are praying and fasting so that you will have the right perspective, because the enemy can start talking. Oh, you're not really saved. The Lord is not pleased with you. He tries to become very loud when you are on the verge of being delivered, being transformed, when you are becoming a new person, when God is about to birth something new in you. The enemy becomes very loud to try to distract you, to try to discourage you, and you have to be so intentional about your prayer life, your fasting life, so that the voice of God can be louder. And for me, y'all, I've known that, okay, I was aware that I had anger problems before in God, but I went through trials, and over the years, I've been living for God for almost 13 years, and I truly felt that I was delivered until this last 6 months. I had not responded like angry and aggressive with people. Man, I'm telling you, God forgive me if I am not remembering correctly, but it's been years since I've just like went off on something. Like, I'm telling y'all. So when it happened, it was kind of like, oh, well, wait a minute. So even though in my flesh I felt justified, I was so discouraged spiritually, because I'm like, I have not done this. Like, what? I thought I was delivered. But what God was showing me is that he was uprooting this thing from me. He was teaching me and showing me what it felt like. I'm not one of those hype people that, oh, the Lord's gonna bless you. But I said in that video, something is coming, and I don't know what it is. Like, I can't explain it, but I know now that that was God bringing this newness to life. So the reason that it felt so heavy is because God was birthing something new in me. And some of you may be in the same place. Maybe you were battling with something, thought you were delivered from it, then boom, all of a sudden it hit you out of left field. Y'all, the Lord is trying to uproot things from us so that we can truly develop into who he has called us to be. I had to get violent. I had to start praying. I had to start fasting. Even when I didn't understand what was going on, I had to seek God. I had to do what I knew was right to do. And I just had to make sure that I was pleasing God. Now, I didn't get this thing right in the very beginning. Y'all who have seen the video saw that I messed up, and I admitted that I messed up. But once you mess up and you realize where you are, that is when you start looking at yourself and not everybody else as the enemy. That's when God can do something. And I'm telling you, I thank God for everything that I went through these last few months, y'all. It truly opened my eyes, and it birthed something new in me that I knew that I needed. So y'all keep praying for me, and I'm praying for y'all. I am right now trying to pick up in this closet. I'm trying to pick up in this closet, but I had said all that to say, girl, that now God told us that we're ready to, oh Lord, what? I hope I ain't gonna have all kind of crazy customers, Lord. Lord have mercy. Oh Lord, but no, the Lord said that we were ready now, y'all. So it makes sense that I feel like things with the coffee trailer are rolling now. So y'all keep us in y'all's prayers. I truly want God to be glorified with this, and I definitely want us to prosper financially and be stable and all those things. But more than anything, like, I want us to truly touch people's lives, and maybe those who don't know God, maybe those who have given up on God. I pray that one day they just decide they don't even know why. They come and get a coffee from us, and we're able to pour into them. Listen, I'm so excited. I won't tell y'all everything that we have. We have some really good things in store for when we do open, because I've shared some things with people before, and y'all know I turned around and those people did it. They already had their, all right, hallelujah, show a little mercy and compassion. But I know the Lord's going to give us ideas, and I just love Trev, because even when I get frustrated, today's a new day, she's a new person.
when I was getting frustrated about some things. He was like, listen, what's for us is for us. And because I was getting anxious wanting us to start, he was like, what's for us is for us, and nobody can hinder that. And when it's our time, it will be our time. So pretty much telling me, you want everything to happen right now, but it's not going to happen right now. It's not going to happen, and things won't move until God starts moving them. So anchor your little self down, get some patience, and wait. That's why, listen, man of God, undefeated. I did not just want a man. I wanted a man of God. But before I could be asking for a man of God, I had to make sure I was a woman of God. Had to make sure I had a prayer life. Had to make sure I knew how to intercede for myself before I had the responsibility of interceding for this man and these children. You hear me? All right, that's y'all's nugget for the day. Let's finish getting this closet together, and then I'm going to go find me something to eat.
Whatever you want me to do, Lord, I'll do it. Whatever you want me to say, Lord, I'll obey. Whatever you want me to do, Master, Lord, I'm willing. Here I am. I'm yours. Yes, I am. I'm yours.
Praise the Lord, everybody, and welcome back to another vlog. Started this morning out doing a day in the life. I am on call this weekend, so now I'm headed to the hospital. I got an admit last night, so I want to finish my admit, get them taken care of, so I'll have the rest of the day to myself. I have to go grocery shopping too, so once I leave here, I'll go grocery shopping to get that out of the way. Before I even dive into it, because I never know what the Lord is going to have us talk about, I would like for y'all right now, those that have been here for a while, those that are just coming, y'all put down in the comments things that you've been working on, because we show up here, I was going to say weekly, girl, but that's not the truth. We show up here frequently. It's not just about y'all watching me or y'all subscribing to me. This is truly a community that I want us all to be able to benefit from each other. It's because, you know, I made this YouTube. It doesn't mean I can't benefit from you all and things that you've gone through or things that you may be experiencing. I don't know what's I don't know what's ahead of me in the future. So if y'all give some feedback, that may be able to help not just me but other women that read it. So tell me, what are you actively working on in your walk with God? If it's not too intimate, you can testify about areas that you see that you have improved this year. We are now in December. I don't know if it's going to go up in December, but up until this point, what is something that you have learned and improved on in general, and even tell some areas where this channel has provoked you to holiness, because that is the purpose of this entire platform. And I want to know what areas you have worked on that you know that you have improved, and areas where you may feel that you haven't met the mark. Again, don't share anything that's too intimate, but just your testimony could truly help somebody else, including me. I'm excited to catch y'all up about where we are in our walk. And there have still been things that have been happening to me. The Bible talks about how offenses will come. God is going to continue perfecting our love. But the difference is now, y'all, I mean, I cannot wait to sit down and actually talk to you about it. But there were things that happened even yesterday, day before yesterday, that the old me wanted to, or the old me could have raised up and said something to defend myself, but I chose to just not say anything. It's just so good. You know what's crazy? When God is dealing with you on an area and you learn to not respond in your flesh, the one thing that does not stop is the enemy coming and speaking to you. Because after this particular situation, and I'll get into all the details later, after this particular situation, somebody had said something to me in front of everybody. Somebody said something to me in front of a group of people. And I responded with, what I did or what I had taken care of. And, this person said, had some words to say after that. And I'm telling you, in front of 6, 7 people. And I was just like, I'm not going to say anything. And I just walked off. I was like, I'm not going to get any gratification. I already know that if I say something, I'm going to feel bad about it, and I just don't even want to do that to myself. So I was like, we've come too far to give up. And it makes the things I used to respond to, it makes it so small, because this was very small. Now, after I did the right thing, walked away, didn't say anything to defend myself, kept it, literally just was like, whatever, I'm not entertaining this. as I'm on my way home, the devil is telling me, you should have said this, or you should have did that. Oh, now this person gonna think they can always play with you. Now this person gonna always try you. You let them do that in front of everybody. And I just kind of laughed it off. Later, I was talking to God. I was like, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start looking at this person as my little sister. And it was some different characteristics that I felt like little sisters do, and like ways that little sisters act. I was like, I'm gonna, in my mind, say that this person is my little sister. That helps me to be patient with her. That helps me to love her. And that helps me to just really not entertain different things that she does or says. So, and when I did put it into that perspective, it just made me have so much mercy and compassion towards this individual. And I thank God for the stretching that he has done to me this year. But it is 3:20. I have to go see this patient before 4 o'clock. So I will catch back up with y'all when I come out of here. All right. Bye.